Well, hello again, Solis Wealth family. Greg Solis here. Again, just coming to you to give you a quick update, kind of let you know what's been going on in this world and how we're doing. First of all, just to let you know our family is doing fine. Jack is home from college and he will be doing school online, so he's here all the way till fall. Nicole and Emily are being homeschooled now as well. They're doing the virtual thing, and Monica is cranking right along with them. So we're doing good. It's been obviously a challenging time for everybody, and our routines are kind of shaken. But I do see some positives that are going to come out of this already. Trying to find the silver linings in this crazy world. As a matter of fact, California, when we got the word that we were going to be on shutdown, our kids immediately ran to Target and picked up some board games, and we played our first board game last night, probably the first time in years. So it was great spending some quality time with them. So those are the types of things that I'm looking for, and seeing how some of these things might work towards good, but trying to stay focused on some silver linings. Solis Wealth Management's going strong. My team has been absolutely extraordinary during this time. I'm absolutely amazed at how committed they are and how faithful they are, and they're just doing an incredible job for everybody. So we are now we're positioned to go remote. If we need to go remote, we might, with the California lockdown that just recently took place. But we're probably, some of us might be here, some of us might not. We're kind of just seeing how it goes right now. But we do have our business continuity plan in place. It's strong, it's good. We've been preparing for this, so no issues from that end. And LPL's continuity plan has been great. So you really shouldn't see any kind of disruption. If you need to talk to us, give us a call, and we're just kind of staying on top of things. So right now, obviously, there's a tremendous amount of volatility out there. A lot has been going on. The markets saw literally one of the fastest drops that we've ever seen in the equity markets. As far as since February 18th, we went down peak to trough, measured by the Dow Jones Industrial Average, over 35%. That is now a record for the fastest decline that we've ever seen from an all-time high into a bear market territory. So as we sit here today, we currently are in a bear market, and the market's just trying to figure out what's going to happen here with this virus, and the uncertainty is creating a tremendous amount of volatility in the markets. As a matter of fact, we saw 8 days in a row where we saw a 4% or more swing in the stock market. First time in the history we've ever seen anything like this. So the volatility has just been extraordinary. It's been something that none of us have dealt with. In my 27 years in the industry, I've never seen anything quite like this. The good news is, as I mentioned before, we did anticipate a bear market. The bear market did not surprise us. It wasn't a matter of if this happened, but when it happened. You never know when it's going to take place, and you never know how it's going to come. And we didn't really anticipate a pandemic like this either. So the equity portion of the portfolio doesn't really concern me. I'm confident that over time, particularly over the next 1 to 5 years, I believe that the equity markets will stabilize and then begin to work their way back up. I mean, to think about the fact that where the stock market is today, we've got to go up 50% just to get back to where we were about 5 weeks ago. That is crazy to think about. And I'm optimistic that over the next 1 to 5 years that we probably will see the equity markets back to their all-time highs. Maybe sooner, you never know. But I feel confident that corporate America is resilient. We will get to the other side of this. And I believe that for long-term investors to hang in there with the equity portion of the portfolio is a prudent thing to do. My concern right now is watching the bond market, watching the credit markets out there. Of course, with the economic damage that's taken place, my concern is that corporate America and some of these municipalities may struggle with meeting their debt obligations. So we want to really be careful that we own good, high quality fixed income and not high yield. So we've made some adjustments behind the scenes to reduce our high yield exposure, to just take some risk off the table until things kind of mellow out a little bit. So again, there's a lot going on behind the scenes to make sure that the portfolios are properly structured. Again, we have weathered this storm well, all things considered. but obviously it's just very concerning, I know, for a lot of you out there. So hold tight with everything. We are, again, very optimistic. We will continue to stay on top of things. We don't think we're out of the woods just yet. We think there'll be more volatility, but we are optimistic in the long term of how this thing plays out. In the meantime, we're going to be behind the scenes doing what we need to do to try to protect and then hopefully participate when the markets finally do recover. But do not hesitate to call us if you have any concerns or any questions or any issues. The whole team is engaged, and they're doing a tremendous job. Even if we're working at home, we will be remote. We will have access. We'll be able to do everything that we need to do. So with that, keep the faith. I'm a firm believer that all things work towards good. I've been having conversations with our family about, what can we learn from this? How can we grow? How can we become better? How do we become stronger? And those are the things I think we all need to be thinking about. How can we have a positive impact in this world during this very challenging time? I heard it said, we're all looking for a light at the end of the tunnel. I challenged my family and my staff and said, how can we be the light in the tunnel during this very challenging time? And so with that, you're in our thoughts and prayers. Be praying for us during this time, that we pray for wisdom and guidance and discernment. And we believe that God is hearing our prayers. I know it's a tough time, but hang in there. Don't hesitate to call us if you need us. Take care and God bless. Take care of yourself. Please stay safe.